Hey everyone, welcome back to Rap Nexus. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic, the decline of hip-hop groups. But before we get into it, I want to share some exciting news. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Your support has been incredible. We're so close to hitting that milestone. And as we dive into this video, I do have a new goal. Let's aim for 30 likes on this video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into why hip-hop groups aren't as prominent as they once were, hit that like button and help us reach that goal. So let's get started. From the legendary collectives that defined the genre to the solo artists who now dominate the scene, we're exploring why hip-hop groups have become less common and what this shift means for the future. Stick around as we break it all down. So let's rewind to the late 80s and 90s when hip-hop groups were absolutely killing it. Think N.W.A, Wu-Tang Clan, A Tribe Called Quest, and Public Enemy. These groups were not just making music, they were creating movements. N.W.A was all about raw, unfiltered truth. Tracks like Straight Outta Compton and F the Police weren't just songs, they were statements. They captured the anger and frustration of a whole generation. They did it with a punch that nobody could ignore. Then there's Wu-Tang Clan. These guys brought something totally unique to the table with their martial arts inspired style and complex lyrics. Debut album 36 Chambers was like a breath of fresh air, gritty, poetic, and full of personality. A Tribe Called Quest, they were a game changer with their jazz-infused beats and thoughtful lyrics. Albums like The Low End Theory and Midnight Marauders had this smooth, intelligent vibe that really made you think while you vibe. Public Enemy, they were the voice of social justice. Songs like Fight the Power weren't just tracks, they were anthems for change, powerful and unapologetic. But of course, it wasn't all smooth sailing. As these groups rose to fame, they also faced their fair share of drama, creative differences, financial issues, and just the pressure of being in the spotlight took their toll. Take Wu-Tang Clan for example. Even though they were super successful, they had their fair share of drama. Contract disputes and solo ambitions often created tensions. Members like Method Man and Raekwon went off to do their own thing, which sometimes clashed with the group's plans. N.W.A had one of the most dramatic splits. Ice Cube left the group over money issues, and that pretty much marked the beginning of the end. The remaining members were on to do their own thing, which led to some major shifts in their careers. Fast forward to the late 90s and early 2000s, and we start to see a shift. Solo artists began to take center stage. Artists like Jay-Z, Nas, and Tupac Shakur became the new faces of hip-hop. The focus shifted to individual star power. Jay-Z's rise was a game changer, and suddenly it seemed like everyone was looking to make it big on their own rather than as part of a group. With the rise of digital music and social media, it became easier for solo artists to connect with fans and build their brands. This new landscape made it simpler for individuals to succeed without the need for a group. Nowadays, hip-hop groups are still around, but they don't seem to have the same impact as before. Groups like Odd Future and Brockhampton have made their mark, but they often operate more like loose affiliations of solo artists rather than tight-knit teams. Odd Future, for instance, has members like Tyler the Creator and Frank Ocean who achieved significant solo success while they worked together. Their individual careers often overshadowed the collective. Brockhampton is another example. They've been innovative and successful, but they've also had their share of internal conflicts and member changes, which can sometimes affect their cohesion. So what's next for hip-hop groups? While the heyday of hip-hop groups might be behind us, there's still hope. We might see a resurgence of groups as artists find new ways to collaborate and create something fresh. Groups might not dominate like they used to, but the spirit of collaboration is still alive. Who knows, we might just be on the brink of a new wave of hip-hop collectives that bring back that magic. And that's a wrap on the decline of hip-hop groups. From their golden era to their current state, it's clear that groups have played a huge role in shaping hip-hop. Even though they're not in the spotlight as much, their influence is still felt today. Thanks for hanging out with me on Rap Nexus. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, keep the beats alive and stay tuned for more hip-hop insights.